Cesaro and Kid, current tag team champs. Uh, do you think we're gonna see a lengthy reign with these two guys?
Personally, I would love to see it happen because let's face it, Cesaro has not been utilized the greatest.
Agreed.
Like, the guy wins the Andre the Giant Invitational, gets the big, massive like seal of approval with Paul Heyman, and it
Yep.
just gets forgotten. And it's they have a really good chemistry for guys that were not like predestined to be together. Like, I know they've been trying to figure out what to do with Kid for a while now. Like, they tried Justin Gabriel, didn't really work out too great. But so far, I'm loving it. I know you're a huge Tyson Kidd fan.
Yeah, I
Not really
really,
a fan, but you really do
I really
appreciate his
do. I was
work.
really excited. I was really hoping for the past couple years we were gonna see a nice mid card title run, preferably with the IC title with him. I just love his work ethic. I was pretty bummed when he had the injury. His performance in the ladder match a year ago, I thought was great. Then when they threw him on the Diva show, I'm like, oh god, I hope this is not where he's just gonna be stuck being Natty's boyfriend and not
God.
being in a major storyline. Cesaro, man, what do you say with that? This guy was getting pops out of the building when he would do that, the swing.
Oh yeah.
And when he won the Andre Battle Royal the way he did, and then
Yeah.
teaming with Heyman, I was like, oh, this is great. He has a talker now. All he has to do is go out there and beat up people
Yeah.
and show his strength. When he debuted with that theme, though, the new theme, I was like, first I was Big Papa Pump, and then after that I was just like, what is going on? What are they what are they doing with him? And a part of me was actually hoping they were going to sort of, and this was just me, just in my dream world, hoping that with him being aligned with Heyman and Brock being
Yeah.
aligned with Heyman, I was really hoping if there's going to be a blow off where we were going to get Cesaro versus Brock. I thought
Oh,
that
that
would
would be
been
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that was where it was going to go
Cesaro was
because
a strong guy.
yeah,
man.
because
Like,
every time Heyman was coming out with
Yeah.
Cesaro, he would always start off doing a promo about Brock ending the streak.
Yeah.
And I thought, but you'd see Cesaro sort of agreeing.
Yeah.
But I was hoping it was going to get to the point where he's going to be like, hey, like, you managed me too. And
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
was.
That would have been amazing to see that match.
But I was
Like,
always curious what happened. What caused him to just fall off the grid and him losing clean in these random matches and not being in a feud. I didn't look at it as a consolation prize with him as a kid. I was actually really excited and see them teaming up. I was
Yeah.
just hoping it was going to be something consistent and to see them get a title match. I was actually really excited for. I would have loved for it to happen at WrestleMania. And then
yeah,
win
have
it.
them win the belt at the
Without
biggest
Mania.
stage. Yeah.
I guess it's just how often do you see two heels beat two faces at Mania for the tag straps,
Mm-hmm.
but still, it gave me more reason to be happy at Fastlane, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
them winning the straps. So, do you think we're going to see a wealthy but a lengthy run with
Mm-hmm.
them going forward after Mania? You think they're going to hold on to their straps? Do you think we're going to see something built here, or are they just sort of placeholders for the Usos or the Ascension or whoever else?
I wouldn't say placeholders. I really do hope for a long run, but you can see that it was they were trying to figure out the best way to bring Tyson Kidd into the main roster fold, and it was really perfect timing because really, like you even said it, after the whole run with Heyman, they weren't really doing too much with Cesaro. So personally, I love their chemistry in the ring,
Like,
and the way some of the matches have ended so far. It's a really good mix.
And involving Natty has been fun too.
Oh
They've
yeah,
incorporated
especially recently with the whole thing with the Usos, it's been really enjoyable, right? So I do hope that at least give it a couple of months because let's be honest, the Usos you'll never see the Usos separated. Like
Yeah, they'll be one of those.
yeah,
just tag
they'll
teams.
always be a tag team.
Yeah.
These guys, you know what, they'll have their point where they'll have the blowout, but I want to see them together for a good while before that happens. Like, what about yourself?
Well, for me, I really did want to see Cesaro again with the U.S. strap. I want to see Tyson in my fantasy world with his IC title. I'd love to see them. Honestly, I'd love to see them carry all three titles, tag champs and U.S. But no, I hope this turns into something. I don't know if this is supposed to be a good thing or not. I'm just glad they have titles. But I just feel like more should be done with Cesaro. I just really do. And I know that there was some of the stuff that was tweeted out from him, which I'm sure didn't help.
Yeah.
Or whatever's happened backstage where he got put on this like semi-burial list.
Yeah.
And I hate you throwing around that word, but it was just so strange.
No, it
What
really
happened?
was. It really was. It didn't make any sense. It goes back to me and you have had lengthy conversations about inconsistencies, but that one just didn't make any, like, the fans absolutely love this
Yeah,
guy.
you had a perfect chance to just turn him face and let him run.
And we're
It's
not like not even just the big swing, aka Malibu Mike. Figure I
Yeah.
throw that in from Power Move Pro
Pro
Wrestling.
Wrestling,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's like even just the way he landed the uppercuts sometimes was
Oh,
just like
straight spots, yeah.
yeah, it was becoming almost like how Orton was with
With
the
the
RKO.
RKO,
Like
that's
it was
exactly.
on that level.
Yep.
So it was really unfortunate, but I'm just happy to see a belt on him, right?
Mm.
But I understand where you're coming from. That you know what it's
It's like you're happy, but you're not happy.
yeah, you're happy, but you want more. You do want more.
'Cause
I agree.
You know they can give more.
Yeah,
I guess.
absolutely.
Maybe
Both-
Cesaro more than Kid because Kid really hasn't proven it the way I guess people would look at it from have a bigger push.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he could have done great things with a mid card title strap, but Cesaro, we already saw them building him to be something,
yeah.
and I really do think that he could have had honestly a main title strap push.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe not so much now with the way he was used, but even prior, I wouldn't have been surprised if they had him feuding with Bryan after Bryan won the strap prior to him being injured. I mean, there was a lot of avenues they could have gone with him, but with Bryan's next feud. But I think we all have high hopes for Cesaro. I just hope he's not going to be stuck in purgatory. Is always my fear. It's not going to be him.
He does keep getting paired up with tag teams. I've noticed, like when you think about it, like he always ends up cycling into a tag team situation, and it's really unfortunate.
It's really weird because him and Swagger break up, and then Swagger's a heel for a bit, and then suddenly Swagger goes face against Rusev, and then now we're back again with Swagger and Rusev, and it's just
Oh man, that's the whole U.S. versus Russia thing. That's
yeah.
it's dated.
So,
it's so dated.
On this, do you
Yeah.
think Cesaro and Tyson take it? Do they retain at WrestleMania?
I think they'll retain. Actually, to be honest with you,
Then they give it back?
only because of the whole Rikishi being inducted
Hall
in the
of
Hall of Fame, I can see the Usos possibly winning the belt.
Hmm.
I'd rather
I didn't
them
think
not.
about that dynamic. Yeah, that's very.
That's
possible.
the only. Like, it was funny. It just hit my brain
And then
just
he
now.
then he gets in the ring and they do the.
Yeah, like do
cool.
the too cool dance at the very end. Like I can
They've
see
already
that.
done it. They've done that. It was last year, I think, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. But it's
Very possible they could do it again.
yeah, especially because it's the year that he's been joining the Hall of Fame, right?
Mm.
But I do love how this group, even how they perform with the Usos, actually. Like I really want to see a nice rivalry between those two teams. Like it's to some degree, it's almost unfortunate that they're having like IC title ladder match because I would love to see those two teams in a ladder match.
Hmm?
Like personally, like there would be some great spots with Kid. You mentioned it before, great in a ladder match. Usos being high flyers. Then you have someone like Cesaro that can literally probably pick up a ladder and throw it when two guys are standing on it. Like he's
You could even have added Miz and Mizdow and have their little blow off leading into like their breakup and stuff, and that could have added some excitement. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens out of this because I'm a big fan of these two guys. And I hope it goes somewhere. But let us know what you guys think. How have you found this title run so far? Do you think it's going to turn into something? And if not, where do you see it going for both Kid and Cesaro? And let us know either in the comment box or on Twitter at kayfabe6, spelled just like our channel name. And we'll talk to you guys soon.